Hey guys, come with me to Columbus for a statewide teach-in hosted by 4 Ohio orgs. CUFA, the Cincinnati one, funded this bus for free. We left at 7 a.m. and got back by 6. We actually left around 8:30, but yeah, it was really beautiful actually. I didn't have expectations, but it exceeded all of them. We had lots of boomers, lots of age, but I think it's really important that we don't count out our elders or our youth. That's me. Let's go.
We are working together to protect our communities, to tell elected officials, don't pull the plug on our communities.
And so I just simply ask you to repeat after me. I am because you are.
I am because you are.
You are because I am.
You are because I am.
Kunta crack, Toby crack, child crack, grandchild crack, great-grandchild crack. Little Anthony's reading at a slave grade level. Try to read and we'll remove your eye. Try to speak and we'll remove your tongue. Try to teach in the throat, flesh burned, penis 7 tonight. Talking about strange fruit, this is familiar produce. Kroger aisle 10. Do you see little Anthony? Do you see him standing there with the book in his ear amidst the rotting minds of his peers with the book in his hand? He sees you. In fact, he sees you today. How? Because in little Anthony's a little piece of God, and every time we neglect him, every time we forget him, every time we convict him in the womb, we are speaking to God. Yes, believe it, know it, because it is the truth. That's why I'm in heaven when you are around. Little Anthony, little black boy, little God, please read for every African still saving a place at the table in case you return. Please read for every bone at the bottom of the Atlantic. Please read for every slash, crack open and bleed. Please read for every noose with your neck size in mind. Please read for every infant killed by its mother so that it can reach freedom before her. Please read for every other little boy or girl without a book, without guidance, believing that he or she is without God. I am begging you, little Anthony. I am begging you to please read.
38% of all births in Ohio, 38% of them covered by Medicaid. Child care subsidies, right? 67% of children under 5 in Ohio are in some type of child care subsidy. We are threatening to possibly lose that if these cuts happen. In Ohio, more than 36.5 billion, that's with a B, a billy, 43% of state revenue comes from federal funding. Health insurance for families through the Healthy Start is heavily subsidized by the federal government. Picks up the cost for about 74% of Ohio families. So these numbers that they're talking about doing with these cuts will have a direct impact in Ohio at numbers that are simply lights out for us. Like, we can't let it happen. We can't lose 74% of funding. And so
it is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love and support one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Yeah. If you feel it, say it with me. It is a
Freedom Bloc. What they do? We are a 501c3, 501c4 Black-led organization working to build Black political power in Ohio. We do that through civic engagement, civic education, leadership development, and economic reinvestment. We believe that those closest to the problem are closer to the solution, or further away from the resources and power to make change. That comes from one of my mentors, Glenn Martin, who helped shut down Rikers Island, and we modeled our organization off of those principles. We believe the people in this room are going to be the ones that save us.
Good morning, brothers and sisters.
Good morning.
I'm from CUFA, Communities United for Action in Cincinnati, Ohio. I've been fighting this battle a long time. CUFA's been around for 45 years.
Yes, ma'am.
We work on housing. We think everyone should have housing. Not dirty housing, not roach-infested housing, but housing. Everyone deserves to have fair housing. We've had so much trouble with Duke's Energy. Keep raising our utilities every year. They have asked us for more money. How do you you have the right to drain us like this.
That ain't right.
No, it's not right. It's not right. Remember that. We've got to fight. We also fight. We had a lot of trouble with flooding in Cincinnati. And we're fighting it. We fight. We must fight. I've been fighting this battle. My brother was a fighter. He's now passed away. He was in the Poor People's March back in the 60s.
Yes, ma'am.
And they tear gassed children back then. And they killed tear gassing us. So we've got to fight. We've got to be the leaders of today. Because there's people up there in Columbus, in D.C., who want to destroy us. I paid $290 for a prescription the other day.
Jesus.
That ain't right.
My son had just had surgery, and this doctor had to write a letter twice to the insurance company so he could get his surgery. You think these people aren't trying to destroy us? We gotta fight.
You gotta fight it, Will.
And as we say with CUFA, who are we? We're CUFA. What do we want? We want justice. What do we want? We want it now.
So we are in, I don't want to say we're in this age and time because we have been in this age and time where when somebody cuts us out, we got to cuss them back out. When somebody's ready to fight, we have not mastered the ability to be able to take a step back. And what Somatic does, it allows you to take a step back, to connect the mind with the heart, with the body, with the spirit, that allows you to breathe. And a lot of times when we match an energy and we cussing people out, it's just an emotional vibe. And what we want to do is get to a place where we are centered and connected with the person that allows us to feel the person, to feel the empathy. And if we have to, we can still cuss that person out. Centered.
From a centered place.
From a centered place.
From center.
So you live down on that right across from Walgreens? Okay.
It's like that all of that was necessary for one life.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That part.
And I realized, like, we have to all be willing to stand up for that one life, because that could be our life.
Yes.
That could be someone we know.
Yes.
And if we can't count on us to be there for someone else, how can we count on each other to be there for?
And I think trust. I think that's what they trusted Malcolm enough that when he turned around, that they trusted that his satisfaction was enough satisfaction for everybody there.
Right on. Respect. Where's my brother?
So results work better with consistency.
Power. I've been hearing this since the 60s. Oh, you don't know, baby? It's in the books. So in my book, I wrote this. I said, the Black Power, when we're discussing Black Power, we simply mean we are engaging in a historical process of self-determination, independence, and freedom over our own Black lives. It's that simple. It's not to be confused with the integration when we're talking about Black Lives Matter. So when we're in the struggle for Black lives, there was literally a debate. I think it was in Wisconsin. What's that one state with the Twin Cities?
Oh,
Minneapolis?
yeah.
So, yeah, we're in there. There's a whole debate about like lives and power. And the thing that came out of that was power is a demand already in it. So when you're outside saying my life matters, you're trying to equate of them caring about you.
Yeah.
They don't. It's obvious. Last time I checked, we had to defeat slavery, and it took us 600 years to do it. You know what I'm saying? We're in the world that's governed by power. Let's stay here. This is the real world. What we're talking about next is what I really want to emphasize, is that if your philosophy is something that cannot be made material, it is worthless. It is completely worthless.
Enlightened. What else? Invigorated, that's good, go ahead. Confident, okay, what else? Hopeful, ready. Yeah.
Yeah.
Different walks of life, like,
Yeah.
because first of all, the most satisfying feeling of my life, I feel like, is when I feel like I'm in like a white person.
Really?
Like even if
Yeah.
it's me, even if it's just me and like another black person, like walking by them, having conversation.
Yeah.
Something like revolutionary, and that white person hears it. Like
My sister and I stay doing that to bitches at the gym. Because we'll be having conversations on the elliptical, and we'll catch you in the locker room. I need to hang out with you guys. And they're like, they're like 47, balayages, with their little Lululemon and their little body their little corset thing that people be wearing, waist trainers and stuff. I love that for them, and I don't know, it is really sweet.
You're waking them up, literally. Just
people are just used to doing mobilization stuff and not real deep, and long-term and strategic power building.
Yeah.
And people are getting exhausted.
Yeah, they would rather go to a protest, or maybe they're too burnt out from the protest to go to the teach-in. Yeah.
So yeah, overall it was really amazing. I love learning. I love teach-ins. I think there's so much passionate, valuable, affirming information and so many connections and resources shared. And they did feed us breakfast and lunch. Very generous. I'm vegan and they accommodated. Yeah, that was me on my way home. Thanks.